Hey, 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 what is up? What's happening? Welcome to Free Coaching Friday. Super excited to be on here. I am right after this. My wife and I were going over to Miami for our dance competition. So, wish us luck. I'm a little nervous. Tonight is salsa and hustle, and then tomorrow is cha cha rumba swing. And tomorrow is the championships. So that's where we're competing in a smaller kind of scenario. So I'm nervous. I'm a little nervous. I think we'll do all right. We've definitely practiced our faces off. So we're ready to rock and roll. All right. So let me know who is on here today. What's up, Bonnie? What's up, Judy? In the house. What's up? What's up? All right. Do. Oop. Okay, Carrie in the house. What's up, Carrie? Congratulations. Carrie's been rocking and rolling in our 100K Inner Circle group, making it happen. Also, Rank Maker Lifer. What's up? Ricardo, Patrick, Marita. Am I saying that right? Hope so. Bonnie. All right. Kate in the house. All right. All right. So, today, I got a special guest, and I'm going to be working with her, see if I can help her out, help her in her business, help her get into rock and roll, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun. And then I believe afterwards I'll be able to answer some questions. I should be able to. So we'll see. And so please help me welcome our guest today, Fran Dearman. Fran, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Coming in strong today, Fran.
Yeah, trying to. It's been a rough couple of days today, this week,
Sorry,
so it
sorry to
happens,
hear
right?
that.
It's
So
okay.
what? So what? So might as well not skip over that. So what's been rough the last couple of days?
I had surgery about 2 weeks ago, and, so last year, I lost 71 pounds, did my first fitness competition, and so I just had a mommy makeover, and, I thought I'd be able to do work and, recover at the same time, and it was, not doable.
Mm,
So, looking back at my calendar, I realized that I haven't really done anything over the last 3 weeks. First week was preparing, then it was a surgery, recovery. I had it down in Florida. I live in Georgia. So just coming back and forth from the doctor was kind of rough. So I had to give myself grace and just know that, this is just a moment that's happening right now. It doesn't define where I'm going. So it's just been a little rough. It's just been a little rough because I'm a go-getter and just do, and to just sit here and not do has been very difficult. So
mm. Okay.
so yeah,
Well,
backstory.
I agree with giving yourself grace, right? Seems like you said that, but maybe not accepting that.
Yeah,
So it's important to accept it, not just say it.
yeah. Which is really hard.
And so is it that you're just I don't know what the recovery is like. Is it that you're not able to reach out to people, or is it not, what are the things that you aren't doing but feel you could be doing, or like what? Tell me more about that.
I sleep a lot.
Okay.
So it's been difficult to get back onto a regular sleeping pattern because I can't sleep in my own bed. So I sleep like I'm actually not at my desk right now. I'm in my bedroom on the couch because um, it's very difficult to walk up and down the stairs. So as far as the reaching out, I feel like I've been absent for the last 2 weeks, and it's just hard to get out of my own head and just start back up again. And I think that a lot of people can 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 do that. Like we tend to take a back seat sometimes just because we have that reason to. And I haven't been able to just kind of push back that. But knowing today that I was going to be on this, I was like, okay, got to get your stuff together. You can't just show up and be like, I haven't done anything. I'm trying to just get back into the swing of things and just keep moving forward. Uh, I set a goal when I signed up for Rank Makers and the 100K Circle, and I have not hit that goal, but it's my own fault, and I know it's my own fault. My first coaching call with Forrest was the day that I had to put my dog down, and I have PTSD from my military service, and so he was my emotional support dog, and we're in the process of getting another one, but it takes time.
Hmm.
So, I yeah, it's just a lot. I told myself I wasn't gonna cry, but here we are.
Yeah, I mean, you're crying before we started, so
I was.
don't blame me.
No, no,
Um,
no, it's not you. It's just the
so,
day.
I mean, I just really think that you need to, give yourself some grace and just stop beating yourself up and, you know, take it easy. I mean, it's not like you're creating reasons that are bullshit reasons.
Yeah,
You have some real reasons that you should be taking it easy and I mean, I'll address, like if you think that people are out there judging you because you haven't reached out for 2 weeks, like get rid of that. Because to be honest, no one's paying attention.
yeah,
No one, no one, no one's paying attention to who's consistent and not. They're just not. So there's never this need of, oh, I want to apologize. I haven't been consistent. No one notices. And so, but I do think even with telling you that, I do think you should just take it easy. So, I would, if you're wanting to, quote unquote, work on something, work on meditation, work on visualization, work on watching comedies and feeling better because, I get the sense that you're in this emotional, not just like, you need your body to recuperate over here, but as long as you have these emotions of I'm not good enough, I'm not doing enough, I don't feel good about myself, you're slowing this recovery over here
yeah,
because you can't have, low emotions in a fully functioning immune system. That's just not how it works. And so, I would focus on how do I make Fran feel better? And I would, some help with that if you want to work, watch some Neville Goddard YouTubes. He's very, very good at tapping into the emotions and really feeling, just telling you why emotions are so important.
sorry, I was writing that down
No
because
problem. No problem.
I will forget,
Yeah,
another
no
part of
problem.
my issue. So, um, yeah, I mean, I'm a mess.
I was
I'm just
just
a ball of a mess.
That's okay. So stop. No need to beat yourself up. I just don't think it's the, I don't know what the season looks like, but I don't think today's the day to go hard. Like, I just don't think that makes any sense at all. And, but what also doesn't make sense is to not work and feel bad.
Yeah,
And so, like, I would say the number one priority for you is what can you do to feel better? And I don't mean immune system or healing of physical whatever. I mean emotionally. What's going to help there? And so, like, watching funny movies or you know doing something that's going to lift your emotions there is the right way, is the right thing for you to do.
yeah,
Like for me, so I'm working with a lady. I work with a lot of different people, and I'm working with a new mentor, and she recognized in me that I still, although it's better, I still struggle with feeling joy. And so she asked me, she goes, I want you to think of a time where you can remember, feeling joy. Like what was that like? And I'm kind of searching and I'm searching, I'm thinking. And she said, well, what about when your wife said yes? What about when you asked your wife to marry you and she said yes? And that kicked off Although that was a great emotion for sure, it kicked off two other emotions, two other memories, I should say. The when I remember when I fell in love with Jess was she was at work sick, and I brought her in chicken noodle soup, and we were just dating, and to be honest, we weren't even exclusively dating. But we were dating. I heard she was sick. I brought her soup, and I brought her tea and something else, nothing crazy. And she was so grateful. She started crying. And that's the day that I knew, like, I'd never experienced anything like that. The feeling she gave me from her crying and her gratitude was like one of the greatest feelings I've ever felt. And so, when, my mentor asked me that, I thought of that memory, and I thought of the memory of on one of her birthdays, I did a surprise party for her, and she walks into the house and everyone yells surprise. And I just remember the look of her turning to me with tears running down her face. And she was so grateful. So, like, my joy is seeing her grateful. And so I now have access to, when I need to feel joy, I can access those memories and then associate that with whatever else I'm wanting to manifest. Right. So if I want to manifest, whatever, a contract with a company or a speaking gig or whatever, I'll now first, as of today, I just understood this. I will access those memories, feel those emotions, then think about that thing that I want, and close the gap of association, that emotion with that accomplishment. And so what may be helpful is listen to some of the Neville Goddard stuff, because he talks a lot about this, and then just think about, what are things that have brought you joy over your life that you do like. And too often we get stuck in this rut, this endless loop of thinking about all the things we didn't like or didn't want or don't feel good about. And all that is doing is it's propagating that same emotion. Literally, the more you feel, the more you feel of
Yeah.
that thing. And so we got to let's change the train tracks. In the cartoons when they turn the things and the track moves,
Mm.
right? Let's change the train tracks so they veer off to the left or right or whatever, so that we can start chasing what has brought us joy in the past, what can bring us joy right now.
Yeah. And I think that that's kind of what I've struggled with, is trying to find, because I am so limited in what I can do during recovery. I can't lift anything over 5 pounds. So I'm not a person to ask for help. And I've had to ask for help on how to bring in the laundry down, or helping with the dishes, cooking sometimes. And I'm not a person that likes to ask for help because I've been on my own since I was 17. So I had to grow up very early in life, very similar to your story. Um, and so it's very hard for me to do. And so I've had to humble myself and ask for help because there are things that I can't do. However, I do feel like I'm limited, and I feel like that's an excuse, and I'm not an excuse person. And I know, and again, it goes back to that giving myself grace and just allowing myself to be okay, and heal properly. But my joy is the gym. I love going to the gym. I love to work out. It is my therapy on top of therapy, and I find it's very difficult when you can barely walk up and down the stairs. So
Have you heard my different workout things? Have you heard
no,
anything about that?
no, not yet.
So I
I'm
did an
still
experiment.
diving in.
Yeah. So I did an experiment. So there's this there's this study out there. There were, I believe there were three, and you can look this up. It's a piano test, but there were three groups, and they brought these three groups of people in, and they taught them for 20 minutes the piano. Right? None of them had any experience. They taught the piano, and they told one group, "Okay, go, don't do anything, don't touch a piano, don't practice, don't think about it, whatever." They told the second group, "We're going to provide you with a piano. We want you to practice, 20 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, whatever it was. I don't remember." So one group, don't do anything. One group, we want you to practice every day. We're going to supply you with piano. The other group, we want you to think about practicing every day. Don't touch a piano, but we want you to think about it. And so group one didn't improve, right? They didn't do anything. Group two improved by, I think, 26%. Group three improved by 24%. So the people that didn't touch a piano improved by 24% because they did it in their mind. So when I heard this, I decided I'm going to do a little test. And so for 5 months, I didn't lift a weight. I didn't do a push up. I didn't do a sit up. I didn't do anything. And I gained muscle. I had my wife, I was walking around the pool, and this was about 3 months in. Now I quit my gym membership, stopped going, not going at all. No push-ups, no running, no calf lifts, nothing. And I was walking around the pool and she goes, "Man, you're looking jacked." I'm like, "Nice." I remember I was coming in from the garage and she goes, "Your calves are huge." She's never said that to me. And I hadn't done anything at that point, 3 or 4 months, but I went a full 5 months, not doing anything, but doing it in my mind. So every day, so I would literally do stretch. I didn't even stretch, right? So I stretched in my mind.
Okay.
And then I went into doing abs, forearms, calves, and then I would pick the body part of the day. So, one day would be chest, one day would be back, one day would be shoulders, one day would be arms, one day would be legs. And so I every day, and it would take me, now I do it a little differently. It takes me about 10 minutes. So I still actually do it, but I kind of miss physical stuff. So I've been doing, a couple hundred push-ups a day and doing hand grips and some other stuff. Still not lifting any weights, but I've gained muscle. And so if, what we're trying to do here is, and yes, you used the word jacked. It was funny. And so what we're trying to do here is help you locate joy. So when I said locate joy, you said, I'm tired of asking for help because you're so addicted to finding what you don't want. And that's what you're going to keep finding until we veer off path, until we choose a different direction. And so one thing that, I've never been good at asking for help or favors or anything like that. But what I found is that that's what gives some people significance. That's what actually makes some people feel good, is helping others. And so although you're carrying this, "Oh, I really don't want to bother you" kind of thing, it's at least possible. It's in the realm of possibility that the person helping you actually feels good doing it. And you're diminishing their emotions by hating asking for it. So I just want to throw that out there. Not that you should latch onto that and say, "Yeah, that's why I should feel bad now. I made them feel bad." I'm not trying to do that. But
Yeah.
I'm just pointing out that there are people that really like to help others. There are people that in business would love to set up chairs for you, would love to bring you pins, would love to help you with the presentation, or whatever, fill in the blank. And so, but working out brings you joy, then smack on a meditation and smack on some, rain or ocean sounds or whatever, and work out in your mind. Do every single rep. So the way that I've done it is, and my big mistake was I should have taken measurements, because I know biceps got bigger, calves got bigger. I know like pretty much everything got bigger. I should have taken, actual measurements, and then this could be a real study. But I might do it again. But I don't know, whatever. But I'm still doing it every day anyway. So because I enjoy it now, I'm used to it. It's a habit, and I just enjoy doing it. And so, chasing that joy, if that makes you feel good, then do it. And, and I remember, not that this happened every time, but I remember one day just really, really focusing on my mind, and I would like double weights, and I would so I'm like benching, 3 sets of 10 with 365, which, I can't really do. And so, and squatting 600, but I remember one day I really, really honed in on the emotion and really feeling it. And 2 days after squats, my legs were sore. And there was zero reason for my legs to be sore. I hadn't done anything, only in my mind. And so I would suggest doing that. And that may actually help you with the healing process too. But the way that I would do it is where would I struggle the most? abs I would struggle the most. So if I'm visualizing myself on the crunch machine, and I have to do 30, and if I get to 20 and my mind wanders, I have to start over. And
Okay.
so like I would, but literally first person. So I'm not looking at me on the machine. I'm looking at what would I see if I was, sitting in this machine doing the crunches. What would I see if I'm on the thing swinging my legs? What am I seeing when I unrack the bar? Right. So I'm not seeing myself do it because that's third person, not as powerful. I'm seeing it first person,
Okay.
and really feeling it. So a lot of it, I noticed that, like if I'm doing lateral raises, it's a slower breath because it's a little bit longer process. If I'm doing front raises, then that's a faster process, so I can
Hmm.
breathe a little bit faster. Lateral raises, it's almost like a 2-second breath.
Yeah.
And so like I'm very very detailed on it, and I count each rep, and I what is the weight on the bar, what kind of dumbbells. And so you can picture yourself in your favorite gym, one that maybe you've been to a million times, so that it's very familiar. And that might be one form of therapy for you, is to feel better about that, since you can't actually do it right now.
Go. When you talk about meditation, what um, what would you suggest? I know that I signed up for one after Rank Makers Live this year. I have not accessed it, but as far as that goes,
So do
what
you donate to the
I did, yeah.
okay, so then you should have been sent a message, Dr. Joe Dispenza. Those who donated a little bit. I mean, it varied based on what you donated, but they sent you access to what I would suggest starting with, which is what I started with, which is his
Okay.
morning meditation. He has a morning and an evening. And back then, I wasn't disciplined enough with meditation that I didn't do the evening very often, but I did the morning every morning for many months until I kind of upgraded. So like yesterday, I was in major, the most I've been in for a long time. I had to cancel 2 meetings. It was intense. Yesterday was a very very energy fluctuation day, and so I did 2.5 hours of meditation yesterday, because I did one in the morning, and then my just the anticipation of this, of a couple things that are going on. It really messed me up yesterday. So I did a walking meditation too. So it varies, but I started with that morning meditation that you probably have access to.
Yeah.
And so like, search for Dispenza. That's what I suggest anybody, start with. And so to recap, highly suggest, I mean, that one's like, 23 minutes. That may sound like forever if you've never done it, but it's a good place to start. And he walks you through it, right? He'll guide you and say, things. But I would do, what I like to do is I like to do my workout, my mental workout, after my meditation, when the brain's a little bit more suggestible and a little bit, chill. And so you do a morning meditation, roll that into a mental workout, watch some Neville Goddard throughout the day. I think you're gonna see some improvement.
I
So
appreciate that.
me personally, I wouldn't worry about the business right now. Wait till you're feeling better, because it's just going to be, I mean, in business you get hit with haters, you get hit with trolls, and if you're already at a you know kind of lesser energy, then that can affect you more than it would normally.
Yeah,
So that would be my suggestion.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Helpful. Helpful.
Yes, very helpful. I think I needed to hear a lot of I say I'm giving myself grace, but I'm not really acting as if I'm giving myself grace. I know
Yeah.
someone had mentioned in the comments that I am probably one of the first people to, give my neighbor my shirt and do anything for him. And that is 110% true. I am the person who will, drop everything and go and help a person, but it's very difficult for me to ask for help. And so,
And see, it
um,
feels good, doesn't it? Does it feel good to help someone?
it does.
Okay. So you're
But
robbing people of that feeling.
I am, and I think I needed to hear that because, the way I look at it, like I said, growing up so fast, asking for help was a weakness, because I had to figure life out by myself.
Yeah.
And um, yeah, so I think that I just need to, again, get out of my own mind and remember that that is also joyful to help other people. Like
Yeah.
that's another feeling of joy for me,
Yeah.
whenever I'm able to, you know, come into the rescue, or maybe it's watching a kid, or taking someone's trash out, or helping them with
Yeah.
a home project. It does feel good, and that is something that I can also remember. If I can't go to the gym for my joy right now, I can ask for help, because that may be someone else's joy. So yes, this was
Right.
very helpful, because that's just where
Awesome.
I'm at in life right now.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, keep us in the loop. Let us know
I
as
will.
you heal and as you get better. Keep us in the loop. Let us know what's going on.
I will. Thank
All
you.
right.
Hmm.
Well, I appreciate
All right.
you. Everyone
Yes.
you're already getting a lot of love, but give Fran some love, give
Thank
her
you
some
all.
healing energy. She's gonna be all right.
Yes. Thank you
All
guys. I
right. I'm proud
appreciate
of
it.
you. Thanks for
All right.
getting on here. I know this would have been easy to cancel.
It crossed my mind a couple of times, but I am like I told Forrest, on our first coaching call, I sent him a Facebook message and said, "Hey, I just had to put my dog down, but I'll be there. I just may be a crying mess. When I
Yeah.
commit to something, I commit to it, and I try to go all in,
Yeah.
and that's just who I am. So it's like I said, these last 3 weeks have been very difficult, just because I can't.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't go all in because of my physical limitations
But go all in making
mentally.
yourself feel better. And if
Yes.
you go all in on that, everything else gets better.
Yeah.
Because what people don't understand is your emotions are affecting and co-creating. So you can go all in on you feeling better wherever you are.
Mhm.
And so, for those that don't know, Dr. Joe healed himself from his spine being crushed, and he was hit by a car when he was in a bicycle contest or whatever you call them. And I mean, he was told he would not walk. That's what he was told. And
Yeah.
he healed his spine, laying on his back, meditating, and having the emotions of feeling better and healing. And so, like, the guy knows what he's talking about. And so you go all in on making you feel better, and be ruthless, be that warrior that you are when you're not feeling that good, and say, "Hey, sister, get out of here. Let me make you
Yeah.
feel."
Yeah. We have a special name for her. We'll just say
Uh-oh.
LB. Y'all can put it's not very appropriate, but we have to tell her to shut up a lot these
There
days.
you
So.
go.
But
Well,
again, I do
focus
appreciate
on
it.
feeling better.
Thank you, sir.
We're
All
rooting
right.
for you.
Thanks.
Awesome, Fran.
Bye.
Everybody, she was awesome, wasn't she? To get on here, I know it's difficult, and so I don't hear my wife. I know as soon as I hear my wife, she's gonna be like, "Let's go," because we got to go to Miami. Any questions around that? Yeah, I don't know if he was doing a triathlon. I forget what he was doing. He was doing something, but like crushed, I think 4 of his vertebrae or something like that. Like, it was crazy. Yeah, back was broken in 3 places. Told he would never walk again. Right. So, any questions? A lot of people cheering for Fran. Love it. It's awesome. So I typed. Okay, so I think you're asking Dr. Joe Dispenza. So who did I mention? I mentioned Dr. Joe Dispenza. I mentioned Neville Goddard. Those 2 people have really helped me in a lot of different ways. Yep. All right. Awesome. Well, thank you. Thanks for the good luck with the competition too. We'll be doing videos and stuff, and should be cool. So I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. Feel free to share this if you feel like someone will get benefit from it, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.